Brittany, thank you. We are still several weeks away from the end of the 2020 hurricane season. Final day is officially November 30th, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. And although you may not realize it, before any storm may hit, you want to make sure that your pool is ready. News4JAX meteorologist Mark Collins joins us live from the Ace Hardware with some pool care advice. Mark.
Hey, Bruce, it's obvious the pool noodles will be flying if a hurricane barrels down on the area. But you know what? You want to take some precautions and get your pool ready for the storm. And beyond the obvious, like securing some of the pool furniture, you probably want to trim your trees to keep the debris out of the pool. But getting ready for the hurricane requires a few little tips here, and that's why I'm at the Ace Hardware store to go over, well, some of those. And first off, get as much tree debris out of your pool, secure some of your pool furniture. Some of you may want to even use your pool as a place to put the furniture in, but just bear in mind, if you place like metal furniture in there, it can leave some rust spots in your marsh site of your pool. So be very careful when you place it down in there. Plastic items are really good, secure place underwater for the storm. And then once you do that, well, get your pool ready. You might want to shock your pool beforehand using some super shock and some algae, because bear in mind the power could be out for days after the storm. So as long as your pool has the chemicals in there, it might prevent it from turning green in the aftermath of the storm. And remember that your pool equipment could be susceptible to flooding. So shut the power off to your pool pump right there at the breaker box. And if your pool pump is outdoors in an area that is prone to flooding, you may even want to use shrink wrap or some type of plastic to wrap the entire pump up and keep it dry for the storm. And then once the storm comes through and passes by, you want to make sure that you remove all of the leaves in the pool, clean out the filters, and shock the pool again. After you turn back the breaker on, you run the pool filter, you may have to use some more shock again and do that several times over and over until you get the clarity and your pool balance just the way it should be. Hopefully we don't have any storms, but October, there's usually a secondary max of storms that really targets Florida about 2 weeks into October. And some of the models are kind of trying to sniff out something in the Gulf of Mexico, and that could be very problematic. So I'm here at the Ace Hardware store. You can see all the pool supplies that you need here to keep your pool in tip-top shape. Hopefully you don't have to deal with another storm, but hopefully these tips will get you through it and keep your pool prepared. From Ace Hardware store in Keystone Heights, the Brian Ace, I'm meteorologist Mark Collins. Back to you.
And another good tool for your hurricane supply kit, the Weather Authority's Hurricane Tracker app. Find live radar, the latest on evacuations, downloaded along with the News4JAX weather app in your app store.